Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 30 of the Abandoned Kids Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we are going to be adjusting to life with 4 bedrooms in our house. I don't know if you would have seen my speed renovation that I had up, but in case you didn't, I added on over here so that we have a bedroom for each of the kids. I enclosed this area here. I also noticed later on, I need to go into build mode, that this part of the wall did not get the siding, just because it's meant to be a screened in porch, not actually an enclosed porch the way it is a roofed screened in porch. But since we don't have screens, I added these full floor to ceiling windows. And then the other thing that I did is I added a railing a banister, I guess, to the stairs there. And then up here I ended up closing in this room, this loft room, mainly because I found playing with the half walls and fences won't go down in cutaway mode, unlike full walls. So I just did that, and I added the windows to sort of, again, kind of imitate that it's open to the ground, but to make it a little bit more like this, easier to play in, because when they were half walls, they stayed up. This and this stayed up. Plus, really, it gives them more privacy. They all each have their own bedroom, and that was primarily it. I gave Amelia her own closet, like an actual closet in her closet area. Essentially finished that, and Azure is still over from when she was visiting. I have Brian reading the vampire lore book level 2 because I need them to get their vampire lore max. So I figured I'm kind of having them both work on it. Let me just have him reread that. I don't know what level he's at, or if he needs to start switching up to the next one. He may actually need to get the next one soon. An easy way to tell is if you go to purchase vampire tombs, he is still on 2 because he has not unlocked the last one. So this one, with the vampire skill, it's actually really easy to tell what book they should be on, because it's whatever book that they have last unlocked, unless they have maxed their skill, in which case they shouldn't be reading any of them. They'll get bored. So he is there, and I'm wondering whether he'll just tick that off, and if at level 9 he'll have to go up to the next one, because there, as you saw, there were 3 books for that. So he discovered the plasma fruit recipes, and he got the new plants. This is from a different save. The green ones go across saves, I notice, whereas the blue ones are unique to the different saves. So, and we already have the plants, so we have that. So we'll let him keep reading, and it looks like Azure is going home. We do have some fruit, I noticed. So some of the plasma fruit trees they're not fully mature. Like, I don't see, it doesn't look like they each have 10 on it, but they have some on it. So that's very good. And he is now level 9. Checking game. No, still not. There, he's got it now. He's unlocked the next one. So he can, I don't know that he needs to read it. Let me see whether we already have it in our, so there's 1. And maybe that's all we have. Maybe Amelia never got up higher than that. So it looks like he's going to go do his homework. And when Amelia was like really tired at the end of the last part, because I had her like, I don't know why. You look at her charisma skill. It is actually pretty high, like relatively speaking. I was wondering if there's some tie-in to how high their charisma is versus how quickly they sell things, but it took a really long time to sell those paintings. I don't know that it's really worth it, but when I sell things on the yard sale table versus the street gallery, I do find they tend to sell reasonably well. So we gotta get her working on, what book is this? This is 2. And where is she in her vampire lore? So she actually still needs to finish reading this book. She's not got to the point where she can get to the next one anyway. So when she gets up, I'll have her read. Because the benefit of her making the books, making the drinks is that she already has some mixology skill. And I do think if you are better in your mixology skill, you might have more luck with higher quality drinks. And the drinks do vary in terms of what their value is, and I think it's based on how good they are. Because I have had Sims who have like really good mixology and good plants, like the quality of the plants is good. And when they sell them with a 300% markup, they sell for like 53 or 54,000 versus I've done closer in the 40,000. Either way, it makes lots of money, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's a lot of money. So Eric is finished with his, what's he want to do now? He wants to enter a gaming tournament. But I think it's better for you to do what you're about to do there and play doctor, because you need to work on your control. That'll help you with your empathy. And I guess your sister needs to help you with your conflict resolution, because for some reason we don't have very many Sims in this file who have bad relationships, so we're not doing very well on conflict resolution that way. So she has just discovered the plasma fruit recipes. And where did you go, Brian? Oh, you're doing your homework in your brother's room. I think you have your own desk. I think I gave you a desk when I was not only did I close this in, I gave him a dresser and a desk and some nightstands and tables and a picture on his wall. Not everyone got pictures. I figured that was I tried to put a picture on Sylvia's wall in here, but I needed to move objects on. When I did it, I didn't have it on, and I just didn't think it was that important at the time. So why don't you come back and play some more with your doctor set? So Amelia has read that it's possible for vampires to be cured. And are you finished now? And you unlock the next one. So, but I think unlike most of the books, I think the vampire tombs go into your inventory. Oh, look, we already had a couple of books of that. Of 2. We had 2 twice. So we're going to come in here and read. Why don't you read it? We still have this hand needing less. Oh, you know what? I did ask, and I didn't notice any response as to whether we should get a cat or a dog. So I've decided that we're going to get a cat. But maybe she'll do that. I was going to say maybe she should do that while the kids are at school. Oh, we have a rodent rave going on. We should actually look into our rodent. Well, I missed it. Oh, right. She really needs to be working on her parenting. She needs to be working on her parenting skill, because we're going to mess up Brian. Sometimes I get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. How can I deal with things when I can't even do a workout or talk it through with someone? Well, they both seem like reasonable. So conflict resolution increases. That's why I went for that one. Emotional control decreases. But the emotional control is a lot easier for him to work on his own. So speaking of which, how are his needs? You know, it's 2:30 in the morning. Why don't you go do a jog to clear mind, and then you can come up here and take a shower and go to bed. There you go. You're all done. You need to go to school tomorrow, and I think I noticed you did your homework. You did. So, and you go to school soon. And you know what? Same with you, Eric. What are your needs like? You need to have a shower. So why don't you come take a shower, and then you can go to your bed, which once you sleep in it, you'll claim it. And then how about you, Sylvia? You're playing. You want to become inspired. Well, that's an easy one to do since you are a child. You can just daydream, and then that will get you inspired right away. And you can come to bed too, and you can have your shower in the morning, since you do share over here with your brother. Though we do have we have 4 bathrooms in the house, so there really is a bathroom for everybody. So I don't know what to say, because if I try to adopt a pet, it'd probably be better in some ways if everybody was home when I was going to adopt the pet. Or I could just create a pet and add it, like the cat, and add it to the household that way. So they're all going to go to sleep, and Amelia is just going to read some more of this, and then I don't know if she's going to go back to sleep, because she already slept so much. I don't know how necessary it is for her to sleep anymore. So she wants to sell a painting, and I said I would do that if she had a painting that wasn't worth very much. But then it also took me so long to sell these paintings on the street gallery that I'm not really sure. But maybe we could use some paintings as pictures in the house. There we go. We're going to frame that. And then she has a picture on her wall. And does she have any other pictures? Paintings? There they are. She's got, that one's worth $18.26, and that's 3. So if we're going to try and sell anything on the street gallery, we should try and sell the more expensive one. So I will let her come over here and sell that one, since she wants to sell a painting. I'll let her get whatever points that is, 25 aspiration points for that. But she still needs to work on some masterpieces. She's got a few things she's got to work on. Her masterpieces, her parenting skill, and her vampire lore skill. Those are the things she needs to work on, and she has quite a few aspiration points. But I don't really know at this point what I want to get her. So we're going to just leave her here doing this, and you saw how much this was worth, and I'll probably have her harvest the plants over there, and we'll be back in the morning. Well, it's morning, and of course Amelia has been out the rest of the night because she had gone to sleep really early, and she's currently teaching Eric how to say sorry. Oh, this is spoiled. Don't eat that. I had her eating some food, and there's no food there. So why don't you have a... Looks like Amelia's going to need to make some food, and he's hungry, so he should have a quick meal too before he goes to work. Or he can make a sack lunch. That might help. You can make a veggie and hummus sandwich. And then you can take that to school with you, because I got the notification that it was coming up soon. And Eric, so this will help, of course. Amelia teaching Eric to say sorry will also help Amelia with her parenting skill, because we need to get that up, and I find that's actually the easiest. You can start it with reading, which I did do, but I find the easiest thing is to actually help kids, like by teaching them manners and to say sorry, and also what's the other thing I was thinking? We help them with their homework and doing projects and stuff like that. And so we have, you may know, we have more money. We have more money because I had her sell that painting I said I was going to sell, and the frogs are not ready to breed, so we can't do that before everybody goes to school. I was just doing that. And Amelia painted a masterpiece. I haven't gone over to see what it was worth. I just got the notification. Finally, it's the first time in a while that I've had a painting worth that much, I have to say. Now, that's worth taking the time to try and sell on the street gallery. 9,272, because if we can sell that with a 300% markup, then that would really be very good. So we're going to put that in her inventory, because I was trying to have her work on... She did get to level 3. She did unlock the last vampire tomb, so she was reading that overnight also, but then I let her go read. And no one's... Oh, he left without his sandwich. Oh, well. It still helped his cooking skill. So where is that book, Amelia? Because I want you to finish reading the last book that I had you buy. That's very expensive. So it is actually very expensive to make the vampire cure, because you've got to buy all the books. That's only number 3. Is it in here? There's no books to clean up, so hopefully it's in here, because I don't want her to buy it again, because it was expensive. I don't see it in there. I've been having that problem where my books go missing, and I'm not getting the option to clean up the books. Now that's a book that was actually really, really expensive. So I'm thinking it's a glitch with the game. Is what I'm thinking, because I don't really know where the book would be, unless of course it's in her brother's inventory somehow, because it's not on the bookshelf. Let me look again, make sure I didn't miss it, because I might have. I'm going to open it instead of like reading. And that is 3, the one I just put in, and that looks like it's 1 because I recognize the color. And I don't even see 2, but that could be in her brother's inventory, because it's not in her inventory. So maybe we'll just do a street sale. Because I'd rather wait and see whether or not it's in his inventory, though she's so close. But we don't have, like I said, there's not that many fruit yet. There's lots of wolfsbane here. Why don't I have her come harvest everything? That's what we'll do first. And then we'll have her do a street sale. Oh, I did swap the neighbors. You know how I said that the the dad had married the nanny, and then the dad and the kids all moved out to go to they moved to Forgotten Hollow. I don't know why, because the nanny wasn't a vampire to the best of my knowledge. I don't remember him ever being a vampire, so I'm not sure. I think they were just living there as opposed to really being anything necessary. Now, I don't remember where she was on her gardening aspiration while she's at this. Yeah, I did want to make sure she didn't need to evolve. I saw plants needed evolving, and I want to make sure that she didn't need to evolve any plants, and she doesn't. She needs to graft onto plants and fertilize plants, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to evolve a couple of these plants because they're ready to evolve, and then we are going to take her over to where they had the most luck, which was over here, and try and have a street sale. So we're going to have her go here, and because she has that really expensive painting, that's the only reason I'm doing this. If she hadn't done that really expensive painting, I wouldn't have bothered, and she's just going to do this while the kids are at school. So I will just take some screenshots. We'll do private revenge. Seriously? Oh, well, I found out a concert. We're not going. Thank you, Peter. Plus you're a teen. I'd have to age you up. So we have outdoor studying. We can study outside or play outside. We're going to play. So I'm going to have the street sale, and hopefully if they sell anything, I'll show you that things were sold. But other than that, I'll be back at the end of the day unless something exciting happens during the day. Well, we haven't any luck with the sale, but I noticed I have this Time's Up Boobaloos. Anyone seen a rodent around here goes by the name of Boobaloos? Let them know that Dawn Landgrab is looking for a payment if they want to continue to feel protected. Okay, so we got one of those rodents that maybe cost us money, as opposed to the ones that write books and do stuff. So, oh well, I'll be back. Well, we've had no luck whatsoever with the street sale. We finally have someone talking to Amelia, but nothing had happened before that. I'm going to have Brian go jog to clear mine, but while he's here, let me take a look and see. So he has the second one in his inventory, but he doesn't have the third one in his inventory. It's very strange, I have to say. I could have sworn I bought it, but maybe I didn't buy it because it was expensive, and so maybe I didn't buy it because I was going to buy it. But that's probably what happened, is I probably did it because I was going to do it on screen to show you how much it cost. Fingers crossed that's what it was, because looking at her level, I think she maybe hasn't gone up, so I think that's what's happened. So she has the book. If I'd realized that, I would have bought it and had her been doing this instead of the street sale all day. But it doesn't take, I find that is a skill that takes very little time to level up. And I should check and see how much, since she did harvest everything, I should check and see how much she has in her inventory in terms of that. And I do find that the street sales with so while the street gallery seems to be somewhat fixed, I'm not having as much luck with the street gallery in general, not just this save, but in a couple of other saves, as I do with the yard sale table. I find the yard sale table is more successful. Now, our little Boobaloo, which we had a pop-up from him today, so let's feed a treat, and let's talk, ask about rodents, because if you look here, his attention, oh, he's full, he doesn't really need a treat. We probably don't need to feed him a treat. But his attention is low, so he needs to be looked after a little bit. I don't want to play with him, because I think that means that they're more likely to bite them. But at the same time, I also think that they don't... the kids can't get hurt, and I think you have to have a bad relationship. And hurt, I mean, they can't get sick. So we'll play, and maybe we'll study the rodent, because that helps them do their homework. I don't know whether to pay attention to the street sale. You'll see the money come up. If she happens to sell anything of any use, the money will add to the house. But, and she is playful, and she's supposed to be playing with the rodent, not anyone else. See, they keep going, which is really nice. I like that he's going to go play doctor on his own. So she's embarrassed. Oh, now that she's honestly, it just occurred to me, she's a young adult. Now is the time for her to buy the shameless trait, because I don't bother with it when they are... I may as well get her steel bladder while we're at it, because she's got points. So we'll buy shameless, and we will buy her morning sim. I didn't realize I didn't have morning sim and night owl for her. And I think that's probably good enough for now. I could buy her savant. I'll buy her savant. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. So she's paying attention to the... She wants to do her homework. I wonder whether looking at the cage will tick that off or not. So this is playing. Are you going to bite her? You didn't bite her. I thought you always bit them, to be honest. That just was a thing, that they always got bitten. And the street sale is still going on, and we haven't sold anything. She's finished her homework. And it did not complete that finished homework. So we'll get rid of that. But she can do her extra credit. So we'll let her do that. So we'll let her do her extra credit. And we're going to check in on Sylvia. Has no one here. So we're having no luck with this street sale again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the neighborhood. Because like I said, I have had luck. No, and I've had luck in this neighborhood in another save. So it just seems to be that there's just a bit of a problem. She wants to buy a dishwasher, so I'm going to let her do that also. And this... I think we're just going to... Is someone coming? I see the thing that someone's coming. That's the only reason why I haven't actually ended the street sale. But I just realized how long this part has gone on. Very long. Oh, she's a kleptomaniac, so we don't want to invite her over. So we are going to clear the table and then put it in our inventory and take her home. But we are going to leave it here. In the next part, we will adopt our pet, because everybody's home and everybody can get to know the pet. While we, hopefully, because sometimes I find it takes too long when you try and get everybody to introduce themselves. But we will see. But we will hopefully adopt a cat in the next part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!